If you're into fantasy and science fiction, there's a book you may want to check out. David Pauly is the author of Icarus Rising, and he's appearing this week at the Mobicon convention, which we talked about yesterday on Studio 10, from the 20th through the 22nd. David, good morning.
Good morning.
So what brings you to Mobicon?
My mother's family lives here in Mobile, so it was a wonderful opportunity to present the book at a science fiction expo and see if I can sell some copies.
Now, speaking of the book, we were talking a little bit during the break, and I asked you, is this the first novel you've written? And you said this is the first anything. Yeah,
this first creative writing project since I was about 12.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I'd start out small.
So why did you decide to start writing again?
But at the time, I was recently divorced. I had a lot of time on my hands, and there's not much to do in New Mexico. So I sat up in my house and started doodling, and next thing I know, I've got this crazy fantasy fiction book written.
Icarus Rising is the book, and so the Dark Lord Magnar has been overthrown.
He's done.
He's done. So what's going on in this book?
Well, everyone that got together to get rid of him is now trying to figure out how to keep what they have and steal what they can from their neighbors.
So when you say everyone, we're talking men, dwarves,
elves, all the different races in my world came together to defeat this guy, and now they're trying to figure out how to divide up the world amongst themselves.
So
and
you can see how that could create a lot of problems.
It does. What I've done is I've taken most of our modern-day societal problems and put them in my fantasy world. Except in my world, there's actual personal accountability.
So this allows you the creative freedom to just go out and put it all on paper. So tell us, are you excited to be taking part in Mobicon?
I am. I'm excited to be at Mobicon. It's my first sci-fi event, and I think it'll be a good audience, and I think it'll be just a good learning experience. Meet a lot of different people in this kind of world, and certainly beats sitting in court all day.
Certainly beats that. So you can see David at Mobicon. Also, you're doing something this afternoon.
I am. I will be at Bienville Books down in Bienville Square, signing books from 3 to 5.
If you had to relate this book to something else, is it a little Lord of the Rings-ish, or?
It is. I drew a lot of inspiration from Lord of the Rings, from Narnia, from Isaac Asimov stuff, Frank Herbert's Dune. There's a lot of politics. There's not as much magic as people might think. It's more the intricacies of trying to figure out all the different people that are trying to run the world, and they all have their own idea about how it should be done.
Well, if you want to escape and bring some of that realism to it, the truth behind some of these stories, this sounds like a fantastic book, Icarus Rising. David Pauly, thank you so much for joining us here on Studio 10.
Thank you very much for letting me be here today.
I'm glad the Dark Lord Magnar has been overthrown.
Yeah, he wasn't a nice person.
Yeah, not a